Well, Steve, last year the Vancouver Canucks won 3 in Calgary en route to their first-round victory. Kirk McLean, who gave up 6 goals in the 2 periods he played on Wednesday, will start for the Canucks, and Vancouver will need Captain Kirk at the top of his game tonight. From the face-off, the puck is shot into the Vancouver zone, deflected off the boards out to center ice. Linden collides there with Laperriere. A new line for the St. Louis Blues with Laperriere playing with Tikkanen and Hull. Those two each have 2 goals for St. Louis in Game 6. Loose puck. Jeff Courtnall can't get to it. David Roberts fires it in. The Blues making a very quick line change.
One thing the Canucks are going to have to do to weather the storm here is hold people up.
Here's a chance right in front of the net, and Roberts was checked as he was trying to get turned around to get a shot away. And this is something Rick Lee talked about as well. His forwards coming back and doing a better job in their own end. We talked about Kirk McLean needing to have a big game tonight. The same can be said at the other end of the ice, where Curtis Joseph, pulled twice in the series, is starting in goal for the Blues. And most people feel he had his best game of the postseason on Wednesday night.
Yes, I think he's coming on a little bit, but again, the Canucks have to try and get an early goal on him to shake him up. And what they have to do to get out of their own end is to continue to put it off the glass here for a while to weather the storm and hold people up, like I mentioned. Hold the Blues up from coming in hard on their defense.
Here's a steal by Roberts. Roberts shoots. McLean got a piece of that one, and Jeff Brown ran into the net and took it off its supports. Andy Van Hellemond is the referee tonight. Jeff Brown back in the lineup. Rick Lee was saying he had a very good day at practice yesterday, but he was a little concerned about the way he skated this morning at the workout, and that's the reason he's opted to go with 7D tonight.
Well, I don't blame him. We watched him this morning as well, and he was hobbling all over the ice, but his first shift, he looks a little bit better. Maybe he has been able to get some ice on the area and get a little bit of help to get ready for this game.
The Blues have 40 more shots in the series than the Canucks. A lot of those shots coming in game number 6, particularly in the 3rd period. With all the penalties, Kay Whitmore, who took over from Kirk McLean, at times felt like he was in a shooting gallery.
There were a lot of 5-on-3s, and Mike Keenan, a very intense morning for him once again. Didn't say much to the media, was out in practice, didn't say much to his players. I'm sure he feels, hey, it's their turn to let it happen.
As a coach in Game 7s of a series, Mike Keenan has a 5-2 record. Jeff Brown was knocked down in the corner. The puck tied up in skates. Creighton is trying to free it. Craig Johnson, dressing for the first time, has it in the corner. He's checked. Hedican got to the line, but not out. Creighton in the corner, looking for someone to give it to. Traffic in front of the net, but he couldn't turn and fire a pass across. Creighton still has it. Johnson now goes back of the net. Johnson played 15 games during the regular season with 3 goals and 3 assists for the Blues. They continue to battle for the puck in the corner. A hit on Gilbert, back to the point. Over now to Duchesne. He couldn't shoot it towards the net. He drives it into the corner. Gilbert tried to center it, went off a leg. Brown bangs with Creighton back of the net. Now a big hit on Creighton by Momesso. And Creighton is very slow in getting up. Momesso came flying in there to send Creighton flying. Loose puck at the side of the net. Ronning lost control of it. Back at the line, Duchesne moves it across to the other side. Norton knocks it down, tried to go back to Duchesne, and it went off Courtnall and down the ice.
Well, we've talked about matches. That was one Keenan wanted. He wanted Creighton out against Ronning.
Into the slot area, penalty coming up. Karamnoff was hauled down, and the first power play of the game will go to the St. Louis Blues.
Well, a good call as Karamnoff had a chance to score, and Baranek will get the gate for tripping or hooking. And once again, this is what the Blues wanted to do. They wanted to get some pressure and then get on the power play, and there's the tripping call right there in front of you.
Joseph Baranek really struggled in Game 6. He was a -5, and he is one of the players Rick Lee talked about having to perform better in his own zone.
You don't want to get caught planting your feet in your own zone, and that's what happened to Baranek there. He got out of position on his check, He had to pull him from behind, and he planted his feet as well, something that refs look for all the time.
2 minutes and 33 seconds into this opening period. The St. Louis Blues on the power play.
And let's watch for Hall getting into that seam we talk about for his one-timer. The Blues have had success on their power play on the low play.
Tikkanen shovels it back to McInnes at the line. Duchesne at the other point. Behind the net for Hall. It bounced away from him. Ruutu can't get it out. McInnes at the point. He shoots right on. That's steered to the corner. Dane Jackson couldn't clear. Gets another shot, and this time brings it out to center ice against Steve Duchesne. Jackson doing a good job of holding up Duchesne. A clearing attempt blocked at the line. Now McLean plays it into the corner. Merzen trying to get it out. He can't. Kept in by McInnes. It goes around to the other side. Jackson again trying to chop it out. It bounces over to Merzen. He hammers it the length of the ice.
And the Canucks want to make sure when they get a chance to drill the puck all the way down, they've got to get it all the way down on their penalty kill. They can't fool around with it at their blue line.
1:12 remaining in the penalty. Here comes Norton. Having some problems controlling it right in front. Pavel Bure got it back to the line. Not out. Shot hit the post. Picked up now by Bure, and he banks it off the boards and down the ice. McInnes gives chase with Courtnall right on top of him.
Let's watch for Bure and Courtnall again with their speed, trying to score when they're killing the penalty.
McLean stops the shoot in back of the net, puts it up high on the glass. McInnes at the point, gets it across to Alec in front. Karamnov tied up, back to the point. Karamnov sitting right in front of Kirk McLean, was looking to redirect the pass, but he was tied up in the slot.
So far, the Canucks defense are doing a nice job in front of their own goal, protecting Kirk McLean.
Cullimore flips it down the ice. Vancouver making a penalty-killing change. Bure steps into McRae. Here's a shot fired wide by Karamnov. Karamnov races into the corner against Lume. Whistle on the play, and I think they may be calling too many men against Vancouver.
And I think you're right.
Well, there are 5 skaters on the ice with still 7 seconds remaining in the penalty to Baranek. So there's not much doubt that Rick Lee's team was caught with an extra player out there.
Let's see if we can count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's another one. That's 6. And still a man in the box. They're really cheating on that one.
7 seconds remaining in the penalty to Baranek. These are penalties that can really hurt a team when you've just about killed off the initial call, and then to get caught with too many men on the ice, a bit of miscommunication at the bench.
Now this is where winning a face-off is so important, because if you get possession, you have a little bit of a little time with 5-on-3, and you can see Bure there with a pretty good hit on McRae. But they're going to have a 5-on-3 for a few moments here, 7 seconds to be exact. If Creighton can win the face-off, that's a huge advantage for his team. He told me that it's a lot better at home winning face-offs because the other team has to go down first, particularly Linden, who they've all had so much trouble trying to win face-offs against.
For 7 seconds, a 2-man advantage for St. Louis. The draw is won by Linden, and the puck is fired the length of the ice. What a huge face-off win for Trevor Linden.
Unbelievable, and that just shows you right there how important face-offs are, particularly when you're on the power play or the penalty kill.
Baranek skates immediately over to the bench. Christian Ruutu comes on. Left back of the net for Merzen. Merzen puts it off the glass, and the Blues will have to chase it again.
One thing the Blues are doing right here in their shoot-ins, they're giving it right to Kirk McLean. He's stopping the puck, and then they're drilling it down the zone. They're going to have to dump it into the corners in a soft dump. They're a lot better off that way.
A race for the loose puck. Jackson going down the boards. Checked there by McInnes. Tries to get it back, but Hull comes over to help out. Jackson has lost his stick. Here's Hull for Tikkanen, but he's offside. Esa Tikkanen, a 4-point player in Game 6. Pointless through the first 5, 2 goals and 2 assists in Game 6. And the Vancouver Canucks spent a lot of time in the third period in the penalty box, and now they are the most penalized team in the postseason with St. Louis close behind.
I'll just show you this shoot in here. This is what the Blues are doing, and it's working for the Canucks. Kirk McLean is very good at stopping the puck behind the net. Here's an example here. The puck goes around. McLean is able to get a stick on it. Merson comes around, and out it goes right away. And the Blues are going to have to keep the puck away from Kirk McLean, who is very, very good at stopping the puck behind his own goal.
1:10 remaining in the Vancouver penalty. The minor for having too many men on the ice during the Baranek penalty. Not only did they have one extra player out there, they had two extra players out there. Duchesne being pressured at the point, slips it through to Hull. And as they attempt to play it into the corner, it deflects over the glass out of play.
I don't know where that one was going. That sort of flipped off the glass. Well, Rick Lee again this morning, as you mentioned, felt a little bit bad about the way he put pressure on his players. He felt that he was partly responsible, and I respect a coach that says that and puts the onus on himself a little bit. A lot of coaches don't do that in this business, and I have to respect the way Rick Lee said, hey, I take a little bit of blame as well for the loss. And that just tells everybody that this is a whole team group.
And you know, the Vancouver Canucks appeared to be much looser this morning at their skate than did the St. Louis Blues.
Well, Ron Smith said, you know, there's a lot more pressure trying to make a 3-foot putt than an 8-footer sometimes.
Al McInnes will fire it in. Cliff Ronning said he would rather play a 7th game on the road than at home because there aren't the expectations. Here's McInnes at the point for Todd Alec. Hull trying to sneak into the point. Tikkanen couldn't get it to him. Here's Alec in front, fired wide by Hull. Read very well by both Alec and Hull, but the shot went wide from the point.
There's that low play.
Now it's Alec looking to the front of the net. Tikkanen is there. Alec being watched by Hennigan as he goes back to the net. Hennigan pushes it up to the point. McInnes tries to fire it in at the side of the net. Tikkanen, a wraparound try. Excellent save by McLean as the penalized player is out on the ice. Vancouver killing off back-to-back penalties successfully. 13-18 remaining in the first period.
Let's see if that helps the momentum change for the Canucks.
Hennigan is hauled down by Johnson, and Vancouver will have its first power play.
And it did just that.
So with 13:09 remaining in the first period, the Canucks for the first time have the man advantage. His first postseason action. The University of Minnesota product played 15 regular season games. Linden along the board with some help from Courtnall. Back to Brown. Brown over to Lume. Moves in, shoots the rebound. In the slot area, it bounced away from Jeff Courtnall. And Curtis Joseph has his first big save of the game, his first shot of the game.
And that's what he wanted, to feel that puck. We're almost 6 minutes into the game, and he hadn't had a shot. That's a tough save when that happens.
Here comes Lume dodging a check. He fires it to the corner. Hull races there after it. He gains control, tried to put it high in the glass and put it over.
Well, with Brown in the lineup, that gives the defense a lot more mobility. Although Perry's pretty good, but now he can be on the sideboards. And he finds Lume, Brown, and Curtis Joseph in good position. He doesn't see the rebound, but he gets his body in front of the first shot. Not enough traffic in front of the net as Linden was trying to get in front of Joseph. He was just a little bit late getting there.
The draw comes back to the line. Brown winds up. He shoots it, hits a leg in front, and is fired down the ice.
And that was sort of a deja vu of the last game where the pucks were not getting through for the Canucks. They're going to have to get the puck through. Maybe they're going to have to take a little bit off the puck to do it, but they've got to get the puck to the net.
Brown drives it in. Joseph tried to move it around the boards, cut off. A feed that Linden thought he was going to throw back to the point, slid all the way down the ice. Todd Alec is checked by Linden. Linden leads the attack. His pass goes off a skate to the corner. Courtnall races in after it. He gets it back to Linden, back to Courtnall. He's checked. Then Bure is checked. And Todd Alec, who scored the team's only shorthanded goal in Game 6, tries to drive it down the ice, but put it instead into the St. Louis bench. The Blues opened with a 2-1 victory. Vancouver squared the series, then Vancouver took the lead. St. Louis tied it in Vancouver in overtime. The Canucks won here. Cliff Ronning with the overtime winner. And then Vancouver in a blowout on home ice, losing 8-2 on Wednesday night. And that's the reason we're back at the Kiel Center tonight for this 7th and deciding game. .31 seconds remaining in the penalty. Adrian Aucoin in his first postseason game back at the point. He has only played one National Hockey League regular season game, but he's got a big shot from the point. And here it is, he scores! Adrian Aucoin, who scored a goal in his first ever regular season game in San Jose on his very first shift in his first ever playoff game, scores to make it 1-0 Vancouver.
Well, Don, you just called this one, period. You said he has a big shot, and he certainly does, as he just beats Joseph cleanly from 60 feet. Now, let's see if there's any traffic in front of Joseph here. Yes, there is. Right as that shot is going off, Duchesne cuts right in front of him, and that's why he doesn't see that puck on the way in. But you said it. He's got a big gun, and he uses it.
A lot of confidence shown by Rick Lee in Adrian Aucoin to put him out there on the point on a power play. Ronning and Babbage draw the assists on the goal by Aucoin at 8:35, a power play goal for Vancouver, and the Canucks lead it 1-0.
And that's taking the crowd right out of the game. In fact, they're booing at the moment.
Pass was intended for Roberts, beyond his reach. Aucoin going back after it, icing against St. Louis. 10:55 remaining in the opening period. 1-0 the Canucks lead. Scored in San Jose. It went off a leg, a shot that was heading to the corner and bounced past Artur Zerbe. Here, his shot from the point was an excellent shot that beat Curtis Joseph.
He told me, though, he's going to tell all his friends it went straight in.
Well, he can tell them all that this one went straight in, because indeed it did. Babbage moves it over to Cullimore. Pretty good move by Rick Lee to have 7 defensemen dressed, because the extra man tonight was Adrian Aucoin, who has staked them to the 1-0 lead. Ruutu moves it across to Cullimore. Cullimore flips it out to center ice. Picked up there by Tim Hunter. He can't go anywhere against Tikkanen. The puck is now loose. Flipped in by Duchesne, a weak backhander that slides behind the goal where it's taken by Hedeken. He's being watched by LaPerriere. A return pass for Hedeken. He has to chase it down against Tikkanen. Tikkanen bumps into him, but the puck is brought out by Memesso. Memesso simply banks it off the boards. Back after it is Bill Holder. Holder banks it down into Vancouver territory. The Canucks trying to move it along the boards, and the St. Louis Blues with an aggressive job of forechecking.
This is the way the Blues want to play it. Right down low, cycling on the Canucks.
Penalty coming up against Vancouver as Hull appeared to be interfered with, and with 9:23 remaining in the period, another power play for St. Louis. The shot by McInnes bounces off a leg and is flipped down the ice, and again McInnes is in pursuit, and watching him is Dane Jackson. Hull tried to play it rink wide and hit Holder, but is picked up by Alec. Alec getting set. He shoots. Glove save, McLean.
Well, I know who's ready for this one. McLean with just a dandy glove save. You know, I can't believe how calm this guy is. Talking to him this morning, you wouldn't know it was the 7th game. He was busy talking about his racehorses, or we were trying to talk to him about them. But look at this save. Boy, what a beauty. Perfect concentration, and Alec gets all of this puck as well. Good stretch, good glove save. He's ready to play.
Kirk McLean definitely looked very relaxed this morning, talking about the 3 horses he has running at Woodbine. He said he was looking to get pulled in game 6, and when he talked to the coaching staff, he said they had the ultimate decision to make the change, but he agreed with it.
He may as well get a rest.
Holder Can't shoot, moves it over to Hall. Hall trying to get into position, back to Holder, over to McInnes. McInnes shoots, that one deflected wide. Holder at the other point, bangs it to the corner, picked up there by Hall. Hall moving in, takes a shot, it's blocked. Holder shoots, that's deflected, knocked down by McLean, and the goaltender clears it to the board. Now it's McInnes at the point, over to Hall, he shoots, and that deflects off a stick into the crowd.
Well, you know, the Canucks are deflecting the puck with their sticks. That time it worked, and Kirk McLean is talking to Merzen right now about it. That time it worked, the puck went over the glass, but twice before that, when Hull and players had shots from the point, they almost deflected it in. You can see the stick here, it hits and goes right over the glass, but there's no way McLean can stop that puck. If the puck misses that stick, it's either going to tip or he won't pick it up off Hull's stick.
Hull told me this morning that he felt it was very important for the Blues to get a good start. He said, we did in Game 6. We really took it to them early, and they couldn't recover. But the Canucks are playing a different style of hockey tonight than they did at home on Wednesday.
Not nearly as fancy a game, and Rick Lee mentioned that, you know, we get too fancy at home sometimes, and it really hurts us. But give the Blues credit, they really work.
McInnes with a shot, and McLean's got that in his pads. Boy, you talk about Kirk McLean being sharp tonight. You know, when a goalie is on, it seems the puck finds him.
It finds him and it hits him right in the crest because he's in such great position. And I thought McInnes is going to drive this one right through him. I mean, did he get all of it? And what a noise. It knocks him right backwards. But again, as you mentioned, when a goalie is on his game, he's in perfect position and everything hits him right in the tummy, as that one did there.
54 seconds remaining in the penalty to Cullimore. McInnes at the point. Tried to throw it towards the net into some traffic. It was knocked down. Puck bouncing at the side of the net. Now it's picked up there by Roberts. Roberts tried to slide it through the Creighton, having some problems handling it. Now he centers it. Ruutu is there to intercept. Ruutu couldn't clear, but Merzen does.
The Canucks forward on the offside is collapsing much better so far tonight when they're on their penalty kill. The Blues are still trying their low play, but it doesn't seem to be quite as open.
Fans at the Kiel Center growing a little impatient with the Vancouver power play. Merzen tried to put it up high and out, cut off by McInnes. At the line, here's a breakaway for Buре. Bure going in alone. 2-0. Bure on a short-handed breakaway stakes Vancouver to a 2-0 lead.
Another short-hander, and you wonder why everybody calls him the Rocket. Well, this is why right here. McInnes directs it towards the net. Another knockdown. The Blues, nobody can decide who wants that puck. And look out. Here he comes, and he's going to go high, but Joseph is well out this time. So he pulls it around him and tucks it in the corner. And you know, when a player is going this fast on you when you're a goalie, it's just very difficult because you have to try and time your speed with him, and there's no way you can get back quick enough when he's going that quickly.
And Bure told you the other day that against Joseph, he likes to get in close before making his move.
And he did just that there, didn't he? Close. This time he didn't shoot. This time he did.
Puck comes out front. Chasse's shot bounces off the leg. Another shot. That's steered in front of the net for Hedican, and Hedican moves it ahead for Monesso. 6 short-handed goals in the postseason now for Vancouver. There's a shot by Ronning right on, and with Monesso going for the net, Joseph is forced to hold it for a face-off. We played exactly 13 minutes of the opening period. And here Vancouver leads by a score of 2-0. The Canucks have been outshot 10-4, but they have scored on 50% of their shots. Adrian Aucoin on the power play. Pavel Bure shorthanded. Special teams playing such a key part in the Vancouver story in 1995 in the postseason. Hedican back of the net with Chasse. They tie each other up. McRae trying to center it. Carbonneau tied up in front of the net. They score! McRae, a wraparound. No goals during regular season play. Basil McRae now has scored in games 6 and 7.
Ronning has a tough time handling him. McLean gets his stick into this, and it goes off his stick and in. Boy, this is a big goal for the Blues. You can see right there, it hits McLean's stick and goes right between his legs. And we've mentioned often throughout the series that the Blues have tried wraparounds and had success many times. McLean stopped one early in the first period tonight, but he doesn't stop this one as it squeaks between his skate and the goalpost.
So Basil McRae, who scored on a breakaway in Game 6, makes it a 2-1 game at 13:36 with Chasse drawing the assist. And that will give some life not only to the Blues but to their fans as well. In Game 5, won here in overtime by Vancouver, McLean was beaten on 2 wraparound goals. Here's Johnson with a weak shot off the stick to the corner. Cullimore tries to reverse it. Picked up in the corner by Oksuda. For Cullimore. Cullimore is checked. Jackson goes after the loose puck. Ahead for Baranek, and he gets it out.
There's that low cycling play. Good play by Baranek to come in deep to give their defense an out.
Johnson is hit by Cullimore. Back after it goes Brown. He flips it high and down the ice. McInnes being watched by Baranek. And the fans were very quiet through the first 13 minutes, but they have come alive with the goal by McRae. 5:26 remaining in the opening period. 2-1 hockey game here at the Kiel Center. Vancouver Canucks will board an aircraft immediately after the game. Destination unknown. They hope it won't be returning to Vancouver. Lidster tries to chop it back in. Fired out by the Canucks. Tikkanen now on the wing for Hull. Beyond his reach. Merzen leaves it in the corner. Intercepted by Tikkanen. Tikkanen back to the line. Norton fires it to the corner. Linden gets it there for Vancouver. Linden goes it ahead. Bure takes his time. Off the skate of Portnoy. Back comes Tikkanen. And Bure took him in against the boards, but Tikkanen kept on going. Perrier now is taken in against the boards. Solid hit by Linden. Hull comes in to help. To the other side for Tikkanen. Hull goes out front. Tikkanen with a wraparound try. Loose puck. Hull got a shot away. It was knocked down. And away goes Bure. Portnoy and Linden jumping up in the play. Bure over to Linden. And it was deflected away from him. A good recovery by Steve Duchesne. Now Bure goes back to the net. Looking to the point. It's intercepted by Karamnov. And Karamnov has Roberts moving up with him. Roberts trying to work around the defenseman. Taken out of the play by Hedican. Allen gets it along the near boards. Now it's picked up by Portnoy and he clears. The Blues trying to maintain this pressure as Barron fires it back in. 3:46 remaining in the opening period. Babbage flips it along the boards, taken by McInnes. He's lost a lot of ice time in this opening period. Here's Alec going after the loose puck. Alec is knocked down. Karamnov has it. Racing in is McRae. Karamnov still controls. Karamnov circling in the corner, trying to move away from running. Puck flipped towards the net. Backhand shot, save, rebound. And going after it along the boards is Memesso. Memesso for running. The two of them to the line. A pass for Russ Courtnall. He shoots, fires just wide. Penalty coming up against St. Louis. The extra attacker is out there as McLean gets to the bench. Now it's Baranek. Delayed penalty call against St. Louis, and Baranek is knocked down by Chasse. And Chasse is going to the penalty box with 2:58 left in the period.
If it isn't, they'll go down low for the cross crease pass. Let's watch for that.
Tikkanen got the draw back into his own zone. Norton moves it ahead for Tikkanen, and he'll flip it high and down the ice.
And the Canucks better keep their feet moving in this situation. You know that Van Hellemond would love to try and even the score here a little bit. He doesn't want to decide this game.
Bure is checked. And then Norton is taken in against the boards. Jeff Courtnall has it, trying to set up. Takes his time. Lume back at the point. Brown on the other side. Brown moves in. Back to Lume. Shoots. That's deflected wide.
There's the catch I was talking about there.
Linden along the boards. Courtnall in front of the net. Linden back to Brown. Linden to Brown again. Over to Lume. Lume moving in. Now gets it to Brown. There's the shot and the save by Joseph. 2 minutes exactly left in the period.
Well, it's interesting how the special teams have become a lot closer as the series has progressed.
Lume and Brown are back at the point. Lume moving in, gets it over to Bury. He had some problems controlling it. He has to backhand it to the corner for Courtnall. For Bury, again a bouncing puck caused some problems. Now he shoots in front of the net. Backhand shot, saved by Joseph. Another shot, they score! Courtnall! The light has still not come on, but referee Andy Van Hellemond was right there. And on a third try, Courtnall puts it up high.
Well, after two terrific saves by Curtis Joseph, Courtnall gets the rebound. It all starts with a shot to the net, but watch this second save here right now on Brown as Joseph just tries to cover up. That puck is still loose, and Courtnall throws it over a sprawled Joseph, who has absolutely no chance after making two excellent saves before he can't stop the third one at all.
Power play goal at 18.
So another power play goal for the Vancouver Canucks. And now Todd Emmett fires a shot that is kicked out by McLean. Still 21 seconds remaining in the Chassé penalty. The Vancouver Canucks regaining their 2-goal advantage. Babbage flips it to the corner. Mamesso in behind the net for Ronning. Ronning leaves it in the corner for Courtnall. Back to the point. Babbage takes a shot. That bounces behind the goal.
Last minute of play. This period.
Penalized player is out of the box as we move into the final minute of the period. Chassé and Babbage race for the loose puck. Chassé falls, and he's slow in getting up, but apparently he's okay. Litzner chases back in the St. Louis zone. This is icing with 44.9 seconds remaining.
Well, Chassé is limping off. I don't know if he hurt his ankle or not. Certainly looks that way, or his leg. He's quite sore. Does he go in? Right here he goes in. Ooh, very awkward position into the boards.
Chassé in a very awkward position as he went crashing into the boards. As he and Babbage were racing for the puck with Chassé coming out of the penalty box.
You can see how his back leg, it catches a rut and there's no give to it at all. I'm not so sure that's the leg that got injured, but that certainly caused all the problems for him.
Aksuda picks up the loose puck, brings it in across the line. Baranek now gets it, shoots, and a pad save by Joseph. Creighton cuts in front of his own net. Aksuda is after him. Creighton trying to pull away. Aksuda lifts his stick from behind, and Aksuda comes in to take the puck and fire it back down the ice. Good job of back-checking by the man Coach Glenn Hanlon calls Roman numerals. Roman Aksuda, acquired late in the season at the deadline from Edmonton in exchange for Yuri Slager. And that will do it. The Vancouver Canucks with a 3-1 first period lead.
Certainly toward the end of our power plays, their speed with the Courtnalls and with Bury, we just don't seem to be able to handle that.
Bob, what have you got to do in the second period to get back into this one?
Well, we obviously have 40 minutes left to go, and we're at home. We've played well at home all year. We don't like to be in this situation, obviously, after one period to be down by 2 goals, but we're going to try to win the second period.
Well, the Blues came very close to getting the second goal of the hockey game. Action all around Kirk McLean, a bouncing puck, but nobody could get it over the Vancouver goaltender. Lume from the point as a shot go off his skate. In back of the net. Picked up and fed to the point to Lume. Lume dodges a check, moving in, he shoots. Joseph gets a piece of it. Merzen gets spun around. Merzen was in deep. Now Lume has to chase after a loose puck against Hall. Lume tries to clear. Cut off by Norton. Norton tries to feed it into the slot. Creighton picks it up off his skate. He goes back to the net. Murray is in there watching him. Creighton still controlling with that big reach. Looking for someone to give it to. Out front. Here's a shot by Norton. Duchesne throws it to the net, deflected wide. Boy, the Blues have come out storming to start the second period.
Doing everything but score.
Here's Duchesne with the shot, and that is deflected up against the glass. Creighton trying to control it. Feeds it to the corner. Keeking it back to Creighton. Creighton looking for Hall. Now over to Norton. He's fired it wide. Finally, it's picked up by Bury. He starts away. He has Courtnall racing up with him. There's the pass for Courtnall. Back to Bury. Oh, and it was deflected by Duchesne.
I have no idea why he passed there.
Ronning shoots. That's deflected by Joseph.
Yep, Courtnall was home free, and he passed the puck back.
A race for the loose puck. Who'll get there first? It's Joseph with Momesso racing in. Here's Ronning. He scores. They were unable to clear. Ronning picked up the loose puck. It's 4-1 as Ronning crashes into the end boards.
And Joseph is upset because he feels that he was interfered with on this play. And that put him out of position and gave a wide open net to the Vancouver Canucks.
Vancouver goal is
Boy, what frantic action. First in the Vancouver end, and then the Canucks coming right back. And Russ Courtnall draws the assist on the goal by Ronning.
Now watch Momesso here. He's going to dive right into Joseph, and that'll trip him up a little bit. And Courtnall finds Ronning right by the side of the net. And Joseph is out of position because of what happened with Momesso going into Curtis Joseph. Now he just can't get back to his net. And Ronning has an empty net to put it in the goal. But you know, how often do we see it in hockey? The Blues came out, had 4 or 5, 6 great chances. Kirk McLean made some great saves. Norton had a chance, missed the net, and then the Canucks go right back and score.
Well, the Canucks had a great opportunity just prior to that, and of all people you would think would shoot, it would be Jeff Courtnall, but he opted instead with a clear shot to pass it off to Pavle Buре, who was in a little too deep and couldn't control the bouncing puck. That's Ronning's 3rd goal of the postseason, making it 4-1 with Russ Courtnall drawing the assist.
Watch it!
Chassé goes to the corner after. He flips it around to the other side. Lidster plays it back to the point. Holder for Lidster in front of the net. A bouncing puck picked up by the Canucks and flipped down the ice. 17:08 remaining in the second. 4-1. Vancouver leads St. Louis.
Well, Mike Keenan and the Blues are certainly dominating the low play on the Vancouver Canucks and getting their share of chances. But Kirk McLean has made 3 or 4 tremendous saves to start off this second period. And you can just see the frustration at the moment in Mike Keenan's eyes.
5-3. St. Louis has outshot Vancouver in this period. Momesso ducks his head as he realizes he's going to collide with Joseph, but he was out of position. And Ronning makes it 4-1 on a fine pass from Russ Courtnall. Cullimore sent Karamnoff crashing into the boards, and now Holder steps into Jackson. Pardon me, Barron steps into Jackson.
Let's see if the Blues can continue to get the puck in deep and cycle the puck on the Canucks.
Karamnoff being tied up as he tries to go to the corner by both Baranek and Cullimore. Now Aksuda gets the puck. Jackson kicks it down the ice, and back after it goes Norton.
Once again, good support on the boards by the Canucks and people going through the middle to give the wingers some help as well on their breakout.
McRae, who has the lone St. Louis goal, throws it into the slot. Karamnoff leaves it there for Norton, saved by McLean. Penalty coming up. Dave Babbage, I believe, is going to be called for hooking Guy Carbonneau. 16:09 remains in the period. St. Louis will go to the power play. Lume gets the puck on a Linden successful face-off and fires at the length of the ice. Trevor Linden again doing a masterful job in the face-off circle.
Boy, does that kill a lot of time. You have to win face-offs.
Alec is checked by Linden. McInnes back to Duchesne. Linden and Rutu out there on the penalty kill for Vancouver. And listen to the fans voice their disapproval of this St. Louis power play. McInnes will shoot. That goes wide. Ricochets off the boards, picked up by Ruutu. He has Linden moving up with him. Ruutu now decides to take his time before shooting it in, but he didn't get it in deep.
That should be an all the way in. Not a good play by him.
Linden broke up the pass at the blue line, but couldn't carry on with the puck. 57 seconds remaining in the power play. Duchesne back at the point, over to McInnes. Back to Duchesne. Duchesne shoots. That's deflected wide.
Canuck penalty killers are tired. It's a long change for them. They got to get off.
McInnes in for Tikkanen. He was looking for Hall. It bounced past him and out offside. And an opportunity to change up in the penalty killing unit. Let's join Steve Armitage.
Thank you, Don. With me now is Susie Matthew, I guess the longest serving female in the National Hockey League, Vice President of Marketing and PR for the St. Louis Blues. And after 19 years, Susie, you're calling it quits. This is not the way you would have written a script for yourself.
Well, no, and the game's not over yet, but I'm hoping for a win to go out on a winning note.
Susie, any special fond memory of 19 years with the Blues?
It's been wonderful, and every year and every player, every coach, every GM, and every owner I've worked for brings a special memory, and it's just been the greatest job in the world. But now I've got another very important job to go to, and that's being a better mother for my 3 children.
Susie, thanks for all your help from all of us at Hockey Night in Canada. Don?
Yes, indeed. Susie has been a tremendous help. Here's Creighton with a shot, saved by McLean, and he squeezes it. Greg, you played here in St. Louis while Susie was in charge of public relations and marketing for the hockey team.
Well, I did, and you know, not only was Susie all of that, but she was also a mother to a lot of us, and she looked after us when we were in trouble. The first person that I met when I came to the St. Louis Blues organization was Susie Matthew, who made sure that my wife and myself were happy and helped him, you know, work out the trade. And she's a very special lady, and the hockey world is really going to miss her.
14:25 remaining in the period. 16 seconds in the Babbage penalty. Ruutu and Linden come back out for the final seconds of this penalty kill. They started it all. One of the reasons they couldn't get off the ice earlier was Ruutu didn't shoot it in deep. Linden was all set to head off to the bench, but when the puck was not fired in deep, he couldn't go off. Lume moves it ahead to Ruutu. He banks it down the ice, and that will take care of the penalty.
And that time he got it all the way down, didn't he?
Vancouver is back at full strength as Babbage comes out of the box. Holder cranks it up. Rebound! And Greg Johnson fired it wide. And it's fired down the ice. Icing is waved off. Joseph plays it for Norton. Over for Holder. He's checked. Puck put back in, and Norton starts back. Norton still controls it, but he got turned around as he was checked from behind by Courtnall. And at the side of the net, McLean holds it for a faceoff.
What I was going to say, Donna, the Blues are not getting a lot of second chances on Kirk McLean. He's letting out some rebounds, but so far the Canuck defense and forwards have really collapsed right in the slot area and not giving the Blues any second chances at all. The rebounds are there. The Blues are going to have to jump on those rebounds if they're going to get back in this game.
It's still 1-1 at the United Center in Chicago, and the San Jose Calgary game is just underway. 13:40 remaining in the second period. Here it's 4-1 Vancouver leading. McRae to McInnes, long shot, pad save. The rebound held by McLean. Carbonneau flipped it, tried to get it up and over McLean, but the big goaltender simply stuck out the glove and held it for another faceoff.
Well, he flipped it because Hedeken once again was giving him enough traffic that Carbonneau could not get the shot over McLean or get anything on the shot. Here's the shot from the point. Another long rebound by McLean. But watch Hedeken here. He has enough traffic in front of him, in front of Carbonneau, and ties his stick and his hands up so he can't get a lot of wood on the shot.
McLean was saying this morning in an interview, when asked by one of the media members whether he thought the goaltenders had played very well at all in this series, he said, "You guys started trying to start some controversy?" McLean said he thought he played pretty well, despite some of the goals that had beaten him. And I'd have to agree. Huge saves, particularly in Game 5. Even though he led in 5, he twice stopped Hull on breakaway. Joseph steers it to the corner. Moranic flips it back of the net. Al McInnes has it again. Has he been off the ice in this hockey game?
I don't think so.
You talk about Chris Chelios playing 40 minutes a night. Al McInnes is going to almost certainly log better than 30 tonight, the way he's going.
Well, you know, both players are not going to hold back. They're going to play their best players the rest of this game. No doubt about that at all.
A race for the loose puck. Tim Hunter going after it. He's taken in against the boards by Tikkanen. Norton picks up the loose puck. Namesso hooks him down. There's no penalty call. The fans, some of them at least, thought there should have been.
He may have got away with one there.
Here's LePerriere trying to center. They score! Chassé!
Well, the Chassé and LePerriere combination. This is how the Blues have been scoring goals all series. Winning the battles and then getting in position in the slot. And the Vancouver Canuck coverage has not been great in this regard. LePerriere does all the work out to Chassé. And he makes no mistake as he swoops it right by McLean. But if the Blues are going to get back in this game, that's exactly how they're going to do it. They're going to get the puck in deep, win the battles down low, and then cycle it down low for the slot.
That's the first goal of the playoffs for Denis Chassé. But he has 8 points and leads all rookies in scoring. LePerriere draws the lone assist. And that might give the Blues some life. Merson puts it off the glass. Flip to the line, not out. Here's a shot by Duchesne. Big rebound. And this time Lume will clear the zone.
The Blues may want to get a guy deep in the slot because McLean's rebounds tonight are really long. He's kicking them way out. If you crash the net, it'll go right by you.
Duchesne having some problems picking it up. Courtnall knocks it past him. Norton gets there first. Now Gilbert moves it ahead for Creighton. Creighton has Roberts moving up in the wing. Couldn't get it to him. The puck goes into the slot and Courtnall starts back. Takes a return pass and just fires it wide. He didn't miss by much in looking for the far corner.
Looks like he had Joseph down again. That puck was going for the high right corner. Just missed, as you mentioned.
Icing with 11:04 remaining in the second. Vancouver leading St. Louis by 2. After Vancouver took a 3-1 lead into the second period. Babbage picks up the loose puck. Babbage works his way in. Saved by Joseph. Babbage knocked the rebound past him. Babbage was able to dig out the rebound, but knocked it past Joseph. Johnson drops it for Hull. Hull gets turned around. Manages to get the puck back. Tried to shoot it in. It was broken up. Lead pass intended for Jackson. Taken away from him. Here comes Hull. Hull trying to work around Cullimore, throws it into the slot. Hull gets it again. Penalty coming up against Vancouver. So the Blues, trailing by 2, will have a power play with 10:22 left in the second. And now Dane Jackson watches from the penalty box as Al McInnes shoots right on. Dana Merson can't get it out. McInnes cut off that clearing attempt. Lume taken in against the boards. Hull trying to dig it out. He does. Back at the line. McInnes shoots. That's blocked. The rebound. And McLean stops Creighton. All sorts of pressure here as Vancouver finally gets it out with Trevor Linden knocking it down the ice.
What a magnificent read by McLean to stop Adam Creighton by the side of the net.
Merson has time. McInnes backing up, takes it at his own line. Here's Tikkanen. Off the boards for Duchesne, over to McInnes. He gets turned around, lets it go. That went off his stick. Back to the net. Hull needs it to this. Back to Duchesne. Duchesne in for Hull. Hull can't shoot. Back to McInnes. McInnes throws it into traffic. Hull got a stick in the rebound and got a shot away. That was stopped by McLean. Now it's Hull again. He shoots up high and wide. All sorts of pressure here by the Vancouver Canucks. Now Duchesne gets it across to Norton. Norton back at the point. He's replaced McInnes. In for Hull. It bounces past him. Hull has a stick ready. There's the shot. Saved by McLean. The puck bounces high in the slot. Tikkanen with the shot. What a save by McLean. They bang away, and McLean's got it.
Well, it's the Kirk McLean show right now.
The shot clock shows 33 for St. Louis, 19 in this second period, 15 in total for Vancouver. Here's Hull with the shot. That was blocked before it got to the net. I think it may have hit Creighton. Carrying attempt cut off by Norton. Norton throws it to the front of the net. It slides harmlessly to the corner where Tikkanen gets it. Back to the point. Duchesne for Tikkanen. His shot goes off Babbage. Babbage puts it up high. Tikkanen cuts it off. Dane Jackson back in the ice. The Canucks at full strength. Tikkanen shoots. Save on the big rebound. Babbage can't get it out. Tikkanen winds and shoots again. This one goes wide. And now the Canucks gain control. Fed out to center ice for Linden. He has Ruutu moving up with him. Linden takes a shot over the glass out of play. 8:01 remaining in the second period. The Canucks under siege, but they kill off the Jackson penalty.
Just about all of it this second period, really.
Henneken for Russ Courtnall. He's checked by Barrett. Henneken will try and get it out again. He runs into a hit as Greg Gilbert was in trying to force the play, and the puck slides all the way down the ice for McInnes. 1989, outstanding player in the Stanley Cup playoffs for the Calgary Flames, shoots it in, but it was offside. Second round action begins tomorrow, and on Hockey Night in Canada, we'll have the New Jersey Devils and the Pittsburgh Penguins in the first game of their series. And then the outcome of tonight's 3 Western Conference quarterfinal games will determine what action you'll see on Sunday. And the Canucks hope to continue playoff success on the road and be part of our Sunday show. They could wind up playing one of 2 teams. They could be facing Chicago. They could be facing Detroit. Or they could be going home.
Well, I'm too confused to think about it.
They could even play Toronto. 7:05 remaining in the period. Dana Merzen jumps up into the play. Merzen leaves it there for Bure. Back to Merzen. Merzen had problems controlling it. Merzen tries to get it back to the point. Broken up by Todd Alec. He has Tikkanen and Hull with him. Here's Tikkanen shooting. And that is steered wide. And it ricochets to the point where it's chopped out by Bure. Jeff Courtnall runs into a check from Duchesne. Todd Alec has the puck. Bure's after him.
Well, that's the way the Canucks are going to have to play. They've got to get more active in the blue zone. They spent far too much time in their own zone this period.
Well, this will bring it back into the St. Louis zone. McRae races in to put a hit on Babbage. That was close to being late as Babbage was going back on the icing call.
Well, Rick Lee has told his team to forget about the scrums tonight. If there's any kind of scrums, just get out of the way. And a little bit of a late hit by McRae on Babbage. Babbage doesn't like it a lot, but he's going to back off and do the right thing. Rick Lee does not want his team to get involved in any of that stuff. All he wants them to do is win the hockey game.
Rick Lee was saying he expected this to be a physical hockey game, but he thought both sides would be much more disciplined than they have been through the first 6.
Yeah, nobody can afford any of the baloney in a 7th game, that's for sure. Courtnall here, boy, he gets his stick up. And Adam Creighton made that comment to me earlier in the series. You know, you've got to get your stick up in this series just to protect yourself. The sticks have been so high.
6:27 remaining in the second period. 4-2 Vancouver leads. Broken up by Cullimore at center ice. Roberts picks up the puck, fires it in. McLean McLean tees it up back of the net for Babbage. And it's flipped into the Vancouver bench with 6:05 remaining in this second period. 17 of the 26 goals that the Canucks have scored have been on special teams, 11 on the power play, 6 shorthanded, and those 6 shorthanded goals equal the record established earlier in the playoffs by the Calgary Flames. And of course the Flames are in action tonight against the San Jose Sharks in their Game 7, with San Jose leading 1-0. Creighton moves the puck to Holder. He drifts it into the corner for Gilbert. Gilbert tried the center. It's blocked by McLean. Babbage picks it up. Babbage tried to clear and hit a leg. Now Gilbert has it. Roberts alone in front of the net. The pass didn't get through. It was blocked by Cullimore. Great chance there, but Gilbert couldn't get it through to Roberts. Gilbert circles in front and checked just as he tried to shoot was defenseman Bill Holder, who raced up into the play. Again, all sorts of pressure in the Vancouver zone. There's the shot. It's loose in front of McLean. And even though he had players on him, he deflected it to the corner, but there's another penalty coming up against the Vancouver Canucks. And Joseph Baranek will be heading to the box.
Well, this all started because Babbage did not get the puck out of his zone. The Canucks all evening long have had opportunities to just chunk it off the boards, and it's hit something, and there it hit Adam Creighton. He keeps the puck in, and now the scramble is on all over the place. You can see bodies flying everywhere, but that started all the running around and led to the penalty. And this has been going on a lot this second period. The Canucks have had their puck on their stick, both when they've been killing penalties and as well when they're even strength. And if they don't have a play in here, it's got to go off the glass and out, something they did a lot of in the first period. And now the Blues have another huge chance to get back in this game on their power play.
They have yet to score on 5 power play opportunities tonight, but it's not for a lack of try, because they have had 15 shots.
And again, Kirk McLean has been giving out long rebounds. Let's see if the Blues keep one man a little bit deeper in the slot when he lets them out.
5:13 remaining in the period. 4-2, the Canucks lead. Gets it back to the line. McInnes over to Duchesne. Duchesne's shot slides to the side of the net. Merzen got spun around. Now Merzen gets it again in the corner, and this time he has the Blues chasing.
And this is a very important part of the hockey game right here, with less than 5 minutes to go in the second period. If the Blues don't score here, they're going to be down by 2, most likely going into the room.
Ruutu and Linden are out killing off the penalty. Hull gets it. Over to Tikkanen. Tikkanen takes his time, feeds the point. McInnes winds up. Shot goes off Linden's stick to the corner. Ruutu can't get it out. He attempted to put it up high. Duchesne blocked it. Now the puck comes loose, and it's flipped down the ice by Lume.
I'll tell you what, that was a heck of a block by Linden. He wasn't out very close to McInnes at all. He still tried to block the shot. That's a gutsy effort.
Lume picks up the loose puck, sees that he's got some time, fires it down the ice, and he goes to the bench on the change. 49 seconds remaining in the power play. Norton for Creighton. Tried to get it back to him. Blocked along the boards by Babbage. Kick free. And Bure starts out. Courtnall trying to jump up into the play. Bure's long shot goes off the boards. Joseph comes out of the net to poke it away from Courtnall. Babbage broke it up. McInnes is forced to play it back into his own zone with 20 seconds remaining in the penalty.
And I don't know that I can ever remember Blues fans booing in a 7th game. This really surprises me. I don't think it happened at the arena much, the old arena.
Creighton shot, rebound into the slot, fired the length of the ice by Courtnall.
Another long rebound, but no Blue in sight.
Baranek getting set to come out of the penalty box. Here's LaPerriere, drop pass for Holder. Loose puck at the side of the net after the save by McLean. And now the Canucks start away. Here's Baranek with Bure racing up. Baranek shoots, fires it wide. Back comes Roberts. Roberts gets to the line. Has to fire it in behind the net where McLean plays it. Merzen now takes his time as he's being watched behind the net for Lumac. Courtnall, he redirects it out of the zone. Fired back in. Merzen has it. 2:41 remaining in the period. He plays it down the ice off Barron. Barron, a quick pass up ahead to Lindster. They tried to catch the Canucks in a chain. The Canucks are able to recover and flip it out of the zone. Lume being pressured back of the net. He plays it up along the boards. Hunter having problems trying to move it. Jose goes to the front of the net and the puck is knocked back out the center. Etiquette checked by Johnson. Puck came back to the line, but nobody was in position with 1:58 remaining in the period. Now Creighton goes to the attack. 24-6, the shots on goal in this second period. The Vancouver net is off its supports, and that's the reason for the whistle with now 1:47 remaining in the second. Foul shot blocked by Babbage. Blues fire it right back in. Now Cullimore will try and get it out. He goes to the outlet. Jeff Courtnall, who is positioned up along the boards. The Blues, with their relentless forechecking game, are able to fire it back in. About all Vancouver can do is try and put it up high in the glass and out.
And that's all they should be doing, just like Babbage did there. He did the right thing, just chucked it off the glass.
McRae races after it. Babbage hammers him in against the board. McRae gets it again. Centering attempt. McRae has it. McRae tries to walk out front. Now they'll feed it out front in the slot. Norton, who had moved up from the point, was covered well.
And McLean did not have his goal stick either on that wraparound, which makes wraparounds even more difficult.
Lume is checked. Rutu for Russ Courtnall. Courtnall throws a break wide for Momesso. He shoots. Loose puck in front after Joseph made the save. And it's picked up by McInnes. He moves it ahead to LaPerriere. LaPerriere stops. He's checked. Here's a race for the loose puck. 3-on-1. As Rutu tries to get up into the play. McInnes gets back in front. And Courtnall tried to slide it through to Rutu. He put it behind him. Now McInnes was able to get back into the play and take Momesso out of it, as it almost looked as though it was going to be a 3-on-1 breakout for Vancouver.
McInnes has been all over the ice. He's played an excellent game.
And this should pretty much finish the second period, although 0.2 tenths of a second remain.
Playoff.
Well, Keenan, when he was with Chicago, got into quite a rhubarb in Boston one night with the clock ticking away. Actually, it was an afternoon game, and he thought he was robbed of time. 4-2. The Canucks lead the Blues after 2. Now let's go to the broadcast center and Ron McLean. Chicago or Toronto for this next round. All he wants to do is get through the next 20 minutes. A long lead pass for Esatikinen. He threw it in front. Nobody there. Courtnall takes his time, lobs it high for Buret. Buret dodges a check. Linden picks up the puck. Linden gets it back to Courtnall. Courtnall getting set. He shoots high off the glass. Buret misses after the puck. He has it in the corner in the slot area. Looking for Courtnall. It was intercepted by McInnes. And this will be an icing call against St. Louis. In period 2.
Well, if the Canucks are going to win this hockey game, they got to spend a lot more time in the St. Louis Blues zone. They can't sit back too much here.
The second period, you'll recall, started with a real flurry. But Kirk McLean was able to stand his ground, and then Ronning made it a 4-1 hockey game. Here's Duchesne from the point. The shot is right on in the corner. Gilbert flips it around to the other side for Chasse. Back to the point for Duchesne. Duchesne is checked. Etiquette threw it rink wide. It was beyond the reach of Momesso.
Well, Ronning's having a tough time down low handling the size manage the Blues. They may want to switch him and make him a winger in their own zone and put one of their bigger wingers down low to handle the strength.
Now Ronning goes off the ice. The puck bounces back to the line. Cullimore chops it out to center. Holder plays it over for Alec. He's forced to circle back by the forechecking of Aksuda. Alec tried to shoot it in. It was knocked down at the blue line. It's picked up by Holder. In front of the net, the pass is stopped by McLean, and it's fired the length of the ice. And that's something that Kirk McLean does very well. As we have emphasized throughout this series, he is very active in handling the puck.
That's right, and the Canucks were very active in the first period, and a couple of key goals for them. First of all, the Pavel Bure shorthander. And once again on a breakaway, and I don't know what you do when a guy is coming down to you this quickly. You have to back in at the same speed, and Joseph is down early again, and Bure is able to go around him. And then another key when the Meso runs into Curtis Joseph, and Curtis Joseph gives the puck away right back to the Canucks. And then it ends up on Cliff Ronning's stick, and he has a wide open net to put it in, and those are two very important goals for the Vancouver Canucks during this hockey game.
Carbonneau gets the draw back to Roberts. Over to McInnes at the point, and his shot hit Roberts and bounces back out to neutral ice. Tim Hunter checked Roberts, and that resulted in an offside call against the Vancouver Canucks.
Well, what is Mike Keenan telling his team right now? He wants more energy. He wants people to gamble. He wants his defense to be very active down the boards and pressure the puck. And he looks to be a little bit nervous and uptight at the moment as he's pacing up and down the bench.
Keenan has not been a losing coach in Game 7 since 1988. And of course, last year in the all-important 7th game against these same Vancouver Canucks, he guided the New York Rangers to victory. Hull flips the puck in. Again, McLean comes out of his net, plays it around the other way. Hunter trying to protect him along the boards, takes a hit from Gilbert. Hunter then tries to clear, can't get it out. Hunter and Gilbert continue to battle. Now the puck goes in back of the net, poked along the boards. Lume trying to get it out, and he succeeds. Norton being watched by Aksuda.
Looks like the Canucks at the moment are only sending one man in on their controlled breakout by the Blues.
Perrier turns and fires a shot wide. Norton tried to feed it into the slot. Gilbert was tied up. He turns and fires a shot that goes off Babbitt's stick to the corner. Norton into the slot area, bounced away from Gilbert. Pavel Bure picks it up. He dumps it down the ice. Norton goes back after it. Linden's after him. Linden crashes him in against the end boards. Fans will recall the big hit by Trevor Linden on Norton in Game 4 in Vancouver when he put him right through the glass. Again, McLean way out of his net, playing it to the other side. The puck bounces in the slot area, and Jeff Courtnall is not about to take any chances. He simply flips it out.
Well, they're doing a nice job of that, the Canucks, so far, just chucking it off the glass, and they don't have a play.
Perrier checked by Russ Courtnall, gets it back again. Tried to center it, broken up by Bure. Now Holder has it in the corner. St. Louis getting the defenseman up into the play very quickly. A shot towards the net, that's steered to the corner. Jeff Courtnall will try and get it out, and he succeeds.
There's that cycling that the Blues are looking for down low.
Now it's Pavel Bure flipping it towards the net wide. Courtnall goes into the corner, knocks it down, centers it, but Joseph handles that one easily. Now Lidstrom comes in across the line. Ruutu had lost his stick, managed to get it back as the puck goes to the corner. Russ Courtnall trying to get it out. He's having problems. Todd Alec checked by Russ Courtnall. He goes down. They continue to battle in the corner. Again, the defensemen pinch in. Barron pushes it to the corner. Alec is knocked down. Finally, the puck comes free, and Momesso skates it out. Long shot. That goes off McInnes. Momesso trying to go to the corner. Joseph way out of his net to play it.
Andy Van Helmen will not call a penalty unless it's a legitimate chance to score. He'll probably let them play in this situation.
Lume picks it up in his own zone. He plays it off the boards for Memesso. Memesso is checked. Hard hitting along the wall in the Vancouver zone, and the Canucks manage to come up with the puck and fire it out.
Well, the Canucks are in their defending a lead mode. They're playing a very cautious brand of hockey, keeping the things out of the middle, keeping the puck out of the middle, and only sending one man in and lining up on their own blue line.
Carbonneau goes after it. His shot goes wide. Randolph from the point takes a big hit but manages to get it back in the net to McRae. McRae, a wraparound try. He's checked by Lume as he attempted to flip it in front. Puck knocked back out to center ice. Verza flips it to the St. Louis line, knocked down there by Duchesne. Carbonneau tried to flip it in and put it over the glass out of play. Carbonneau and Baranek have an exchange of words. And down in the corner, Lume and McRae say something, but nothing serious. Trevor Linden again won the draw. Lume fires at the length of the ice. This is an icing call. Only 2 shots on goal, and we have played 6 minutes and 17 seconds of this third period. The St. Louis Blues had twice that many shots in the first 30 seconds of the second period.
Yes, they did. And what they have to do is continue to cycle the puck down low. The Canucks have done a good job this third period, keeping the puck away from the middle of the ice, chucking it off the glass and out. And they're only sending one man in the blue zone right now. And they got to be careful about that. They're going to play that way and just try and burn the clock, but they have to be a little bit careful. If they spend too much time in their own zone, and if too many shots go on Kirk McLean, sooner or later they're going to get scored against.
Linden lines up against LePerriere. The puck comes free for Ruutu, and he simply flips it out to center ice. Knocked down the ice by Bure. Bure is tripped as he went racing after it, but Andy Van Hellemond did not call it.
Yeah, he's not going to call those kind of penalties now unless the chances to score. Maybe that was, though. Bure looked like he was gone on that play.
Anytime Bure puts it in gear, he is capable of scoring. Amazing how he pulled away from the 2 St. Louis defensemen on the shorthanded goal.
It was certainly, I mean, it's no secret why they call him the Rocket. I mean, he just shot like a cannon right through the neutral zone.
7 minutes have elapsed. Here comes Bure. Bure trying to go for the net, knocked down by Norton. Norton looked over at Van Hellemond. No penalty. Here's Linden in the slot. He shoots, gloved by Joseph. Joseph skates way out of his net to play it. He flips it all the way down the ice.
Would have been a good play, except the Blues were on a change, so it didn't help them much.
Creighton takes a hit from Memesso.
Let's see if Ronning can handle Creighton down low. Like I mentioned, maybe they should get a winger down there and switch and let Ronning be out at the point. That's a mismatch.
Well, there certainly is a size mismatch when you have Creighton out there against Cliff Ronning. The puck is hammered over the boards and out of play with 12:21 left in the third.
Andy Van Hellemond, he doesn't want to decide this hockey game. He'll let them play unless there's a legitimate chance to score or somebody gets hurt from a check into the boards or a high stick.
Well, Andy Van Hellemond was the topic of a fair bit of controversy and some disciplinary action by the National Hockey League as a result of his work in Game 4 of the series between the New York Rangers and the Quebec Nordiques.
Well, that was a very difficult call when you see a player lying on the ice. I mean, you know, most refs have to protect the players, and that's all Andy was doing in that situation. But, you know, he has such great feel, and that's why the players have great respect for Andy Van Hellemond, because he knows the feel of the game, something you can't teach.
In the slot, Baranek couldn't get his puck in the stick in the puck, and it slipped down the ice. Fired right back in. 11:54 remaining in the period. Linden will get back for an icing call. Well, the Canucks have had a tremendous amount of success on the road in the postseason. Last year, they won 8 road games, and they have won 2 games here at the Kiel Center in this quarterfinal series. The 19th of May in the first round, coming to a conclusion tonight in 3 different centers. In 1984, the Stanley Cup was awarded on May 19th. The Edmonton Oilers' first Stanley Cup win as they beat the New York Islanders 5-2. This year, the playoffs could continue for another 6 weeks.
It's going to be a short summer for a lot of hockey players. Not used to that. Of course, they had lots of rest, didn't they?
A late start, a late finish, and an early start next season. Hopefully. Puck is flipped out to center. Creighton got knocked down. A few boos coming out of the stands. Capacity crowd at the Kiel Center thinking that a penalty should have been called. Jeff Courtnall was checked. Puck is played high off the glass. Norton goes back after it. Bure steals it. Bure feeds it to Linden. Linden shoots up high. Big rebound grabbed by Creighton. Creighton tries to go rink wide. Good move by Jason Cullimore to drop in front of it and block it. He went to a knee, taking a chance, but he was able to stop it from going across. Duchesne is forced to bank it off the boards down the ice. Who'll get there first? Tikkanen touches it. That takes off the icing. The Canucks taking no chances. They're not trying to be fancy at all. Anytime they get an opportunity, they simply fire it down the ice.
And send one man in. They're in their trap. And I haven't seen Vancouver trap very much this season, but certainly they're doing a good job of it right now.
And as it's touched by Ronning, it's an offside call against Vancouver. Now let's join Steve Armitage.
Thank you, Don, and I'm with Gino Ojic, the Canucks suspended player. Gino, it's nerve-wracking to play in a Game 7. What's it like to sit up here and watch it?
It's been a funny game. It's you know, it's a shaky 4-1 lead we had. Now it's 4-2, and it's still real shaky. They've been getting a lot of chances, and Kirk's played well, and we're ahead. Just hope it stays that way.
Do you sense a Canuck win here?
Well, you know, I'd love to win, but you know, it's just. When 0-0-0 on the clock, that's when I'll sense a Canuck win. Till then, and I'll be nervous the whole way because they're not going to quit, that's for sure.
Any preference on your part who they meet in the next round?
Well, it doesn't matter to me. Just whoever we play, and we got to worry about ourselves and come prepared. If we get through St. Louis here, we got another 10 minutes to go, and hopefully we'll get through it.
Thanks, Gino. Don?
Yes, just getting there is the important thing for the Vancouver Canucks. Lune's long shot just goes wide. Now Karamnov works out the center. He gets cut off. Pass too far for Baranek. And now McInnes is forced to chase it down. Another icing call against Vancouver, and I think we might see a lot of this over the final 9:44.
Well, Vancouver into a trap. They're putting one man in. He'll be the chaser, and then they're lining everybody else back and just working in the middle of the ice and not letting any pucks go through the middle. And here's from the last face-off here. We'll see the trap. One man will be in. He's the chaser. He'll chase, force the puck to the boards. And then the next man will come in, and then the third man will take away the middle of the ice. And that's the trap, and it's working so far. As you mentioned, Don, St. Louis Blues have had very few shots on goal in the Vancouver Canucks, and we're halfway there in the third period.
Only 2 shots thus far for St. Louis. They had 25 in the second period, but could only beat Kirk McLean once. Duchesne's long shot, that's directed to the far corner. Ruutu simply backhands it down the ice, and Duchesne is forced to give chase. Courtnall in there pressuring the play. And now Linden takes up the chase. Courtnall circles back.
There it is again. The Blues can't get anything going. Well, how do you beat the trap? You either have to change the flow, or you have to get into a foot race where you chunk it off the glass and then get into a foot race. Let's see if the Blues try that.
Bure's in deep. Now Courtnall moves in. He misses Norton with a check. Norton is tied up by Linden.
Or beat somebody one-on-one.
Dasse with a shot. That's caught by McLean. He wasn't quite sure where it was. It dropped at his pad, and he covers it for a faceoff. Back at the Kiel Center, and here's Barron with a shot that goes wide. Alec is checked. Courtnall moves slowly out to center. They tried to flip a backhander in. It's blocked by Barron. Barron fires it down the ice. Back after it goes Dave Babbage. Babbage leaves it in the corner for Linden. Linden lost his stick, but managed to put it up along the board.
Once again, they're staying away from the middle, just using the boards.
Here's Joseph coming out of his net to play the puck. Bure gets Gets it back of the net. He tried to center it. Courtnall at the side of the net. Got it to Bure. Bure on the backhand. Leaves it there for Ronning. Ronning moves into the high slot now. Trying to move in close. His check back to O'Coin. His shot. Kicked to the corner.
Everything Canucks will not do very much is use their points in this situation. If they don't have a play, they're just going to put it right back behind the Blues goal. They don't want to give any ice up in the defensive or offensive zone.
And Adrian O'Coin isn't about to take any chances. He puts it off the glass and down the ice. Back after it goes Roberts. He leaves it in the corner for Holder. Messo finished his check on Roberts. The puck picked up by Lidster. He can't go anywhere. He's checked by Russ Courtnall. Courtnall coming back, looking for some help. Tried to finesse it around Holder. Goes to the corner after it. Taken in against the boards. Now Ronning is into forecheck as well. Messo is there to help out. And finally the Blues gain control as Holder starts back. Holder gets it over to Johnson. Johnson can't go anywhere with it. And Lume goes back of his own net. For Messo, he banks it off the boards and down the ice. Norton circling to get away from Jackson. Brings it out to center ice. It's McRae trying to work around Lume. Lume knocks him down. The fans react again, but no penalty call. Behind the net, it's picked up by Merzen with 6:48 remaining in the third period. Vancouver leading by a score of 4-2. Only 3 shots in this third period for St. Louis.
Suta there putting it back to the defense. That's what the Canucks do not want to do. They want to get it in deep. Get a chance to do it. May cost them.
Why aren't we seeing much of Brett Hull in this third period?
Good question.
Now it's Dana Mirza in the corner. Putting it off the glass and down the ice. Joseph comes out to play it ahead. Vancouver was making a change, but Linden gets it. He drops it back to Courtnall. Glove save. The puck bounces high in the slot. Excellent stop by Curtis Joseph.
There's that trap. It's going to be very difficult for the Blues to use the middle of the ice surface. You're going to have to beat somebody one-on-one, change the flow, or go up the middle. There's the change of flow there.
Long shot by Al McInnes. Puck comes free and is flipped out to center ice where Courtnall has it. Courtnall with Bure going for the net. Couldn't get the puck to him. St. Louis starts back. Perrier flips it to an open wing. Picked up there by Al McInnes. Tullamore in the corner tried to clear. It was blocked. And Perrier gets it. He tried to center. Blocked by Ronning. Kicked up along the boards. Messo flips it down the ice, a race for the loose puck, and Barron got there just ahead of Russ Courtnall. Messo redirects it down into the corner as we approach the 15-minute mark of the third period. 4-2 Vancouver.
There's Brett Hull.
Taken in, long shot, that's wide. In the corner goes Allen. Hull cruises into the slot. Allen couldn't get it to him. Up along the boards. Lidster kept it in. The shot off a stick just wide. Holder races in from the point. Lume takes it away from him. Right in front of his own net. Here's Hull getting set. He's gone.
Well, the one time that they don't use the middle, they get in trouble. Brannick's not ready for this. You can't give Brett Hull any time in there. And he just blows it right by Kirk McLean's glove. McLean got a hunk of it. But when Brett Hull shoots the puck the way he does and McLean can hardly see it, it's not quite enough. But a giveaway right in the slot instead of using the boards is set up a one-goal hockey game, and we're in for one dandy finish.
Brett Hull's sixth at 15:25 on only the fourth shot of this third period by the St. Louis Blues, and we've got a one-goal hockey game. Todd Ellick draws the lone assist at 15:25. Up until the shot by Hull, the Blues in this third period had not really had a good scoring opportunity.
Well, the Canucks were doing a magnificent job on their trap. Let's see what they do now. Will they keep with it, or will they start getting a little more assertive again? I bet you they'll stay with this one-shot thing. It's one trap, one man in.
Well, Kirk McLean was saying this morning that nobody has a better release than Brett Hull. And when Hull gets the puck in the slot, as he just did, he doesn't usually make a mistake. Now Linden will try and get it out. He's cut off. Norton with a long shot. That's high and wide. At the other point, Duchesne pinches in. Loose puck. Banged off the boards by Buре. 4 minutes remaining in this third period. 4-3. The Canucks lead. McLean plays it along the boards. LaPerriere is checked. Gilbert couldn't do anything with it. Knocked out to center ice. Buре having some problems. He got turned around. He was trying to stay onside and control the puck at the same time. He could do neither with 3:47 left. And here with 3:45 remaining in the third, Vancouver leads St. Louis 4-3.
Once again, everything off the glass on the side wall. Canucks are sending one man in. They're going to try and hold up the Blues' pressure here.
Wes Courtnall flips it rink wide, jumping up into the play. Mamesso's shot, that goes off his skate to the far corner. Clearing attempt is cut off. The shot is fired wide. Ronning along the board, trying to fire it in deep. It comes to Hennigan, a long shot, that's wide.
And Tikkanen, he's really cheating here. He's looking for the breakaway. Keep an eye on him.
Babbage chases the puck back into his own zone. 3 minutes remaining. Now Al McInnes gains control. Ahead to Hull. He fires it in. McLean leaves it in the corner for Babbage. Babbage tries to bank it out. Succeeds.
Once again, the Blues in their shoot-ins are going to have to keep it away from McLean. He's stopping it, passing it to the fence. And they're just chucking it right out of the zone like that.
Babbage spotted Baranek along the boards uncovered, and he redirected it out. Puck bounces back into the Vancouver zone. Lume puts it high off the glass. 2:23 remaining. Here's Holder, looking rink wide for Roberts. Roberts will drive it in, but McLean is stopping everything on the shooting.
Out it goes again.
Merzen was delaying Roberts' exit from the Vancouver zone. He lost his stick in the process. He had to go get a new piece of equipment. Gilbert races after the shoot-in.
There's a better shoot-in.
Centering attempt is blocked. Now LaPerriere has it. LaPerriere working to the corner. Checked there by Lume. Ramnoff back to the point. Holder throws it into the corner again. It's poked to the other side. And Merzen takes no chances. He puts it high off the glass. 1:34 remaining. Ramnoff races after the puck. Merzen chopped at it. Ramnoff tried to center. Ronning banked it off the glass, but not out. Now he gets another opportunity. This time he'll skate it up. He has Courtnall with him. Drop pass. Here's the shot by Buре. That goes off his stick into the corner. Picked up there by Lidstrom. 1:12 remaining. Still no indication that Joseph is going to the bench. Norton goes into the corner. Babbage ties him up. The puck loose at the side of the net. Hull couldn't center it. Now it's picked up by Bure. Bure moves it ahead to Mamesso. Here's Ruutu racing for the net. Pass came through, but Ruutu put it wide up on the glass. 48 seconds remaining. Mamesso trying to tie it up in the corner. He takes a hit from Creighton. The puck comes free, and Hull goes to the attack. Joseph starts towards the net. Lume breaks it up. Joseph has to retreat. Now he starts out again. 31 seconds remaining. The pass for Hull. Hull bumps with Merzen. The net is empty. Banked off the glass and out. A race for the loose puck. Bure gets it. He scores! 21.6 seconds remaining, and that will do it. Pavel Buре makes it a 5-3 hockey game. His second goal of the night.
Well, guess who? Of all people, we all thought it might be Pavel Buре. He has had such a magnificent series, And the Canucks were winning the battles on the boards all period long. And Bure is in perfect position, and not many players in the league can shoot the puck from center ice that accurately and put it in an empty net. And Pavel Bure, when he gets the puck in that position, you got to think that 9 times out of 10 he can make that shot.
What a tremendous playoff Pavel Bure has had. The only player with points in every game in this series. And he gets his 7th goal, his 2nd of the evening. And that will send Mike Keenan in a rather depressed mood to the locker room. The Vancouver Canucks in a very happy frame of mind to their dressing room and to an airplane that will not be heading back to Vancouver tonight. But they are not sure of where they will be traveling. At the moment, it's looking as though it could be to Chicago. That would be a rather short trip. Well, the Vancouver Canucks last year won 3 games in the first round at the Saddledome in Calgary. And here at the Kiel Center, they repeat that 3-road victory performance. An outstanding effort early on special teams. Brilliant goaltending by Kirk McLean, particularly in the 2nd period. And then a strong defensive effort in the 3rd period. And Rick Lee wins Game 7 and sends the Vancouver Canucks into round 2. Opponent still unknown.